This is Cattlemen Insights with Balance4ward.
I'm Seth Willets, Cattle Procurement Specialist here at Balance4ward. Today we're going to talk about some of the benefits of contracting cattle from both the perspective of the buyer and perspective of the seller. So when we say contracting cattle, what we're referring to is contracting feeder cattle for future delivery. There's a couple different ways you can do that. One of them being just straightforward contracting, knowing your price ahead of time and going about your day. The second piece is locking up your basis ahead of time. Either way, it carries some of the same benefits. So first, from the buyer's standpoint, this is beneficial because it allows you to look further out into your operation and have that surety of supply. Not only are you knowing what portion of your inventory you're accounting for, you're also assuring some of the quality. And the biggest piece of this is taking yourself out of having to go to the sale barns and compete in what could be a hot market or a thin market at that time. So you're looking further ahead and locking up a supply of known quality further ahead of time and taking yourself out of having to participate in the market. From the seller side, it's a similar benefit. You're selling further ahead of time, either locking up the basis with the freedom to price later or just agreeing to a flat price. Either way, from a risk management standpoint, it makes things easier for you to risk manage that position, and at the same time, you don't have to worry about hoping the right buyer is at the market at the sale barn the day that you plan to sell. The biggest benefit from both sides is it just takes a lot of the stress away from our day-to-day business and allows us to look at our entire operation from a more proactive standpoint rather than being reactive and making decisions based on what's happening that day. Some other benefits, again, I already touched on the risk management side of things, but from the buyer's perspective, having that surety of supply that far ahead of time, whether that be a month, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 months down the line, if you know that you're going to have cattle hitting this specific marketing window, that allows you to look so much further out and trade around that position accordingly. And same thing from the seller standpoint. It makes risk management so much easier the further out that you're able to look at your operation. If anything I've said or the thought of contracting cattle, or if you're asking yourself the question, what does that even look like? Us at Balance4ward would be happy to talk with you about that. So please pick up the phone, give us a call. We'd love to hear from you. Again, my name is Seth Willets, Cattle Procurement Specialist here at Balance4ward.